Yes, 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 I know. You're taking vitamin D like a wellness warrior with a discount code, and yet you still feel like a tired raccoon trapped in a fluorescent-lit cubicle, craving sleep, side-eyeing your multivitamin, and wondering why your supplement stack feels more like emotional support than science. Well, plot twist. Vitamin D doesn't work alone. It's not Beyoncé. It's more like Batman. Flashy cape, brooding vibe, immune system potential, but absolutely useless without Alfred making sure the Batmobile doesn't explode. And magnesium? Yeah, magnesium is Alfred. If you've been popping vitamin D without inviting magnesium to the party, congrats. You've been trying to save Gotham with no Wi-Fi, no backup, and a utility belt full of lies. And if you caught our last video on vitamin D, you already know it's the immune system's secret codebreaker. Powerful, misunderstood, and borderline criminally underrated. But today, we're going deeper, because even vitamin D needs help. Taking vitamin D without magnesium is like making tea without water. You've got heat, you've got potential, but no actual delivery. Just vapor, confusion, and the kind of disappointment normally reserved for group projects and unseasoned chicken. And before you say, but my doctor said my magnesium levels were fine. Cute. Let's talk about that and why your blood test might be straight up gaslighting you. Because here's the kicker. Only 1% of your body's magnesium is even floating around in your blood. The rest, it's holed up inside your cells, like an introvert at a networking event, doing all the work while your lab report throws confetti and lies. So when your lab results come back saying, magnesium? Normal? That's not confirmation. That's copium. Standard blood tests are like checking the fuel gauge of your car by licking the tailpipe. And this matters because magnesium is everywhere in your body's biochemistry. We're talking energy production, ATP, nerve signaling, DNA repair, muscle contraction, blood pressure regulation, even mental health. Basically, if your body were a high-performance car, magnesium would be the mechanic, the motor oil, the pit crew, and the caffeine keeping it from stalling. And if it's running low, you don't just feel tired, you'll feel wired and tired, anxious and sluggish, like your nervous system is trying to scream, but your neurotransmitters forgot their lines. Now, why are so many people walking around unknowingly deficient? I'm glad you asked. Let's crack open the list. And spoiler alert, your lifestyle might be mugging your magnesium. Let's talk about why your magnesium levels are lower than your motivation on a Monday morning. And no, it's not just because you forgot to eat your spinach. There are 5 silent assassins robbing your body blind, and odds are you're dating at least 3 of them. 1. Low vitamin D. Remember vitamin D, the superstar from our last video? Yeah, it's not just the immune whisperer, it's also magnesium's ride or die. No vitamin D, no magnesium absorption. Your intestines basically ghost magnesium without it. But I take 800 IUs a day. That's adorable, like trying to stop a house fire with a scented candle. That's like watering a cactus with a teardrop. Maintenance starts around 10,000 IU daily, especially if your body's playing catch-up, which, spoiler, it probably is. 2. Gut inflammation. Got bloating, gas, gut drama that rivals a Netflix relationship arc? Yeah. Inflammation in your digestive tract means your body's absorbing nutrients like a sponge in a raincoat. So even if you're eating magnesium-rich foods, your gut's basically forwarding them to voicemail. 3. Low stomach acid. This one's for the young crowd Googling, do I have acid reflux while sipping iced coffee on an empty stomach? Irony alert, you need acid to absorb minerals, especially magnesium. If you've got heartburn, bloating after meals, that weird pressure when you lie down, congratulations, you might be underacidic, not overacidic. And without proper acidity, magnesium just passes through like it's late for another appointment. Insulin resistance, aka the reason your blood sugar spikes when you just look at a croissant. Too much sugar, too often, for too long, equals insulin stops working, equals magnesium absorption gets throttled. You don't have to be diabetic. to be pre-screwed. Even mild insulin resistance starts draining your magnesium like TikTok drains attention spans. 5. The lifestyle killers. Smoking, booze, soda, junk food. Oh, and meds, especially diuretics, antibiotics, antacids, all magnesium vampires in disguise. Basically, if it comes in a can, a bottle, or a drive-through bag, it probably hates your magnesium levels. And here's the kicker most people miss. Even if you're eating magnesium, you might not be keeping it. Stress burns it, exercise burns it, chronic drama burns it. Your body treats magnesium like a temporary visitor, not a long-term resident. So if you're feeling called out right now, good. That's your nervous system sending a Slack notification. So your magnesium's getting mugged by stress, sugar, antacids, and energy drinks pretending to be food. But here's where it goes from meh to molecular betrayal, because all that vitamin D you've been dutifully popping, without magnesium, it's just waiting. See, vitamin D doesn't work until it's converted into its active form, called calcitriol. Guess what makes that conversion happen? Yeah, magnesium. Without enough of it, D just floats around like an unpaid intern. No influence, no benefits, no results. But let's say, miracle of miracles, your body does activate it. You're still not done, because even then, vitamin D needs a receptor, the vitamin D receptor, aka VDR, to get inside your cells and actually do something. And activating that receptor, still magnesium. It's like trying to send a voice message with no mic, no Wi-Fi, and a broken phone. Your immune system's not ignoring you, it literally didn't hear you. Worse, magnesium also prevents D from going rogue. It helps you use vitamin D without it piling up in your bloodstream like unopened emails labeled urgent. So no, this isn't some wellness side quest. Magnesium is the power switch behind the protocol. And just when you think you've got it figured out, surprise, not all magnesium is created equal. Some forms, your body absorbs like a sponge. Others might as well be chewing sidewalk chalk. Let's get one thing straight. Just because it says magnesium on the label doesn't mean your body's actually using it. This isn't Pokemon. Not all forms evolve into something useful. The MVP, magnesium glycinate. Enter magnesium glycinate, the bioavailable kingpin. It's magnesium fused with glycine, a chill amino acid that boosts deep sleep, muscle relaxation, focus, mood, blood pressure, and zero bathroom drama. It glides through your gut like it owns the place. No cramping, no emergency exits. And bonus, glycine's not just a sidekick. It helps your brain, your collagen, your bile, and even powers glutathione, your internal detox avenger. So yeah, it's not a supplement, it's a team. The duds. What not to take. Now let's take out the trash. Magnesium oxide, poorly absorbed, basically powdered regret. Sulfate, carbonate, hydroxide, harsh on the gut, barely bioavailable, and belong in a museum next to leeches and lobotomies. Citrate? Sure, if you're constipated, but take too much and you'll be sprinting like your gut hit the panic button. So yeah, form matters. Otherwise, you're not supplementing. You're just investing in expensive urine, while your cells sit around waiting for a delivery that never shows. And here's the part nobody tells you. Even if you're taking the right form, most people still take way too little. Because the official recommended dose, let's just say it was written during a time when bread was a food group and stress meant your goat wandered off. So, you're taking the right form. Gold star. But how much are you actually taking? Because if you're following the RDA, the recommended daily allowance, I've got news. That number wasn't written for humans. It was written for lab rats on vacation. The RDA trap. For men, the RDA is 420 milligrams. For women, it's 320 milligrams. But that's just enough to keep you from falling apart. Not enough to actually thrive. That's like saying the minimum wage should cover a yacht. If you work out, live with stress, eat processed food, take meds, or have ever yelled at your Wi-Fi router, congrats. Your magnesium needs just quadrupled. The real-world range. Therapeutic doses? Often between 600 to 1600 milligrams day. But relax, we're not mainlining this stuff. Split it across the day. Start low, climb slow. And listen to your body, not the back of a bottle designed for people who still think corn syrup is food. Oh, and pro tip? Take it with apple cider vinegar. If your stomach acid is running on low power mode, it helps absorption. And no, this isn't another TikTok cleanse. It's actual chemistry. But trust me, once it hits, you'll know. You'll sleep deeper, think sharper, cramp less, snap at people slightly less on Monday mornings. And if none of that's happening, it might not be the dose. It might be your absorption, or the fact that your gut, your stress levels, or your supplement timing are still wrecking the magic before it ever starts. Because magnesium doesn't just work when you take it. It works when your body lets it. Let's be honest, most of you don't care about supplements, not because you're rebels or minimalists, but because you were raised on cartoons and food labels written by people who think high fructose corn syrup is a personality. But guess what? You should care, because magnesium isn't optional. It's the system update your immune code's been begging for while you blamed bad sleep and vibes. Here's what should have stuck. Vitamin D, useless without magnesium. Blood test? Lies. Cheap magnesium? Just flavored chalk. Most people? Underdosed, overstressed, underinformed. And magnesium. It's been doing the hard work while you're still wondering why your legs cramp and your brain forgets your own Wi-Fi password. Still not clicking? Check your supplement drawer. If it says oxide, toss it. If it says glycinate, you're finally doing something right. Need a rewind? Hit the vitamin D episode where this conspiracy really started. Because next, we're naming names, the protocol, the silence, and why your doctor still doesn't know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, use what you call fingers and do it now. Then share this video. You'll sound smarter than you feel.